Yeah, this is Frank Zelic here from 9ETV. Right here showing you the vision of Virginia Tech. Went down there for an art show with Dawud. Definitely a talented artist from out of Philly, doing real big things. So we give you a visualize of what's going down here in Virginia Tech, doing it real big. You know what I'm saying? The city is a college campus, college town. It's definitely a lot of people that supports young black comics that's doing real big things here. So definitely we appreciate everybody tuning in to 9ETV, checking out what's going on, what's going down right here on 9ETV with my man Dawud, doing real big things, real big things. Check out his comics, check out his characters, check out the story. It's very uplifting, and you know what I'm saying, it will inspire you without a doubt. So right now we're just showing you the town in the city of Blacksburg, Virginia. Snowed a little bit, but you know, we had a good time. So take the time, enjoy, and definitely give us some feedback, and check out the lecture of Dawud about how he started the comics, how long he's been doing it, and give you a little piece of a little bit of his lecture, so we can definitely show you what's really going down right here on 9ETV. This your boy right here, Frank Zelic. Give you time to check out the artwork, the characters, the IDs. Man, some hot work right there. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, look. Keep on following us on 9ETV on Twitter. Right here on 9ETV.
The Vice President of Big City Entertainment, which is a production company that's rebuilding the whole BROTHERMAN brand. And we also have an extended team, Big City Entertainment team back in Atlanta that we're building right now. Just briefly, just to give you some background on me, and I have like some material, visual material. I was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and you know, since I was like these guys' age, you know, I've always wanted to draw, and drawing was always a passion for me, something I always knew that I wanted to do. And when I basically when I got to my teen years, I got into doing airbrushing. Like in the 80s, I was doing airbrush T-shirts and all that at the malls in Philly, and I had my own businesses where I always wanted to do like entrepreneurial ventures. And BROTHERMAN actually came about in 1989 when one of my brothers, Jason, and I had a custom airbrush shop in East Orange, New Jersey, and the Black Expo trade shows had just started at that time, which was like a place for African American business owners to showcase their wares in front of a large audience. Like they get like 50 to 80,000 people coming to Pier 88 in Manhattan. So we went there first year, looked at it, and we said, hey, we need to be a part of this thing. And we're trying to think of something different to do. So we figured it's 1989, and we said, hey, let's do a comic book. So the idea of black characters in comics at that time was like really rare and really an item. So we got with my brother Guy, who was here at Virginia Tech, and at the time, we said, okay, you know, because we all kind of worked together coming up anyway. Guy always write things, and we were doing film, stop motion animation, building little miniature armatures and characters and things like that. We were doing that at like 13 and 14. So to work together as a family and brothers, that was nothing new for us. It was no big deal. Hey, guy, you want to write a comic book? So Guy, being the writer that he was, yeah, I'll write a comic book. It wasn't really like we were really trying to be like Marvel Comics or compete with them. It's just we wanted to tell a story and have a product at this event. So when we came out with the book, the books went over well. And the thing about it was, at that time we did 10,000 print runs on our first set of books. So our idea was, well, if 80,000 people come to the trade show, we just need 10,000 people to buy a $2 book, and we'll come home with $20,000. That was the whole idea. So that first weekend, we did sell out of books. We did sell 10,000 that weekend, but in that first year, we were up to 40,000 books. Within that 5-year span, we sold 750,000 books. So we sold close to 1 million books independent. BROTHERMAN also broke historical barriers because it was the premier black comic book published by a black family that was independently making moves and impacting the industry. For not only that period of time, to this day, BROTHERMAN still has a powerful following all around the country, and we were shipping books as far as Japan, Central Africa. I mean, this is a place we know we shipped them to. Then we had distributors who were getting them in other places. And one of the things that we did with the book was we bypassed the comic book industry by going to the black bookstores, independent comic shops, barber shops, places where we knew our audience would be at that would have an interest in reading comics, but they may not go to comic book stores. And actually, a lot of our fans were people that read comics. And the way the comics were actually written anyway, they weren't written from that comic booky type background. So, you know, I can go on and on with that, but what I want to do is kind of bring you up to where we are now. In 1995, the reason Big City Comics, which was the original company that BROTHERMAN was birthed under, which was a family business, ceased when my parents passed. They passed a year apart from each other, and that affected, you know, the whole operation. Because the way we were selling so many books was we were getting in the car and literally driving from New York to LA to Chicago, Detroit, DC, and selling tons of books everywhere we went. We weren't financed, we were self-financed, and our book actually impacted the industry where even DC Comics came out with a line of black comics called Milestone, and within Milestone came Static Shock and Icon and other characters that are in the DC Comics realm.
This is Frank Zelic right here on 9ETV, doing it real big right here once again. You know, introduce yourself, brother.
Dawud Anyabwile of Big City Entertainment.
Big City Entertainment. Let cats know exactly what you do.
I'm the creator and illustrator of BROTHERMAN Comics, and we're talking to you live from the BROTHERMAN Comics Art Exhibition at Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. I've been at the lecture. Those, you know, I'm gonna touch base a little bit about the lecture that we had downstairs and everything, and I'm definitely gonna touch bases on that to let the world know and the 9ETV fans know. Teach these young brothers more about the animation industry and how does it work.
Well, the industry is broad. You know, because animation comes in all forms. You know, everything's not going to be Disney high-end. You know, I mean, you can take Stickman and animate them and have a hit. You know, a lot of it's about good writing, good artwork, and sometimes it's just about being creative and different. Sometimes it may not always be great artwork.
Right,
in fact, it's different. Sometimes it's about your backing. You know, how you're getting it out there, how you're promoting. You know, we're doing something different in terms of, you know, I guess when it comes down to comics and animation, you know, usually the process is, you know, somebody would make a comic book,
right,
go through a comic book distributor, get in a comic book store, sit back and wait for a check and wait for one day to, you know, get big. I don't sit around and wait.
Exactly.
You know, I always try to figure out different ways to promote and distribute a concept.
Right.
So the whole idea of the BROTHERMAN art show was designed to, number one, promote the show. Instead of doing a book signing for the relaunch, by you know, bringing back the books in the form of a trade paperback, we could have just did a book signing and that would have been it.
Right.
I said, hey, how about we have an art show and put the original artwork on display from 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
And then through that, we promote the trade paperbacks where you can buy, and then we'll let people know about the upcoming work. And at the same time, what that's been doing was creating a buzz where people are stepping into the show and they feel like they're stepping into another world, which is the concept of stepping into the world of Big City. We put our own original music on display, plus we have tracks that fit the program that's not necessarily ours, but it fits the theme of what we're building as we continue to build our own, you know, our library.
That's right. That's
you know, so the concept Drawing from the Soul, which is the title of the show, came from an art instructional video that I came out with years ago called Drawing from the Soul.
Okay.
My whole idea with that is having the viewer who comes into the show not necessarily just being engaged with what we're doing with BROTHERMAN, but understanding the history behind it, that what we had to go through to bring this to you.
Right, exactly.
Years of struggle and people saying, oh man, you can't do this, you can't go up against Marvel and DC, when that wasn't even our objective to go up. We were just doing our own thing.
That's right.
But we were drawn from the soul. We were telling our story. I didn't care about what anybody else was doing.
That's right.
And not to say I don't care about people, I'm just saying I don't let that get into my head to the point where I defeat myself before doing anything. And that's the thing. When you come in here, you should leave here saying, you know, I'm going to go work on my thing.
That's right.
Maybe I need to turn the TV off for a while and get on Photoshop, learn Photoshop.
Exactly.
Learn Flash, get After Effects. You got all these programs that are accessible to you, so you can make your own shows. But as long as you're just absorbing everybody else's stuff and sitting back on the couch, you're not going to be competitive in the marketplace that's constantly changing.
Exactly.
So Drawing from the Soul means go on, create, put something out there, tell your story. You know, so that's basically what the show is about externally.
Okay.